evening. This is Jeff Peterson from Montague High School Gymnasium, where tonight the Wildcats are going to be playing host to the Oakridge Eagles in the Key West Michigan Conference game. And with me tonight for our interview before the game, I got Montague High School Band Director, Mr. Lee Andrews. How you doing, Lee?
Good. How you doing tonight, Jeff?
Very good. As you hear in the background, you can hear the band. Just wondering how the people in the pep band are picked.
It's pretty much voluntary. After the football season, we just keep all of our marching music, and then we just have sign-up sheets, and we take about 30 people each game for pep band, and we just go through basically all of our marching music from the past season.
Do you have a lot of competition, a lot of kids that want to come in and participate in that?
Yes, pep band's pretty popular. A lot of the kids want to get into it. We have to struggle to get a few kids sometimes, but pretty much they want to get in there and be a part of it.
I imagine with a winning basketball team like this, you don't have to struggle too much.
No, we're waiting for the Whitehall game. We're already looking for that. We figure that's going to be a hot ticket, so the pep band's going to be there that night.
Well, switching gears a little bit, talking about the total band, what do you see in terms of your band in the coming years and what you've done so far this year?
It's been very successful so far. The high school band's up to 105. And we've got two bands, a concert band and a symphonic band. Will both be going to festival this year. And we're also getting ready for our trip to Washington, D.C. in April, where the whole band and all the band parents are really looking forward to that.
And how is that being financed and run, the trip to Washington?
Well, basically through our band parents, our president, Jerry Nash, vice president, Kay Strong, secretary, Linda Umstead, and treasurer, Marietta Paul. A lot of the band parents have been working very hard on this, and the kids are fundraising. We've raffled the band. We've sold cheese and sausage. We've had just numerous things to try to finance this.
All kind of ideas pass in front of your mind and what you can do to raise the money that needed to get the kids there. What kind of activities do you have planned for the band once they get to Washington?
Well, just this past week we were accepted the National Cherry Blossom Festival Parade, so we're really anxious about that. We've also got a performance set on the Capitol steps, another performance at Lincoln Memorial, and just various tours around Washington, D.C., and then we're going to spend a day at Virginia Beach also, along the ocean front.
Sounds like a lot of work as well as just having a good time.
Oh yeah, a lot of work's really gone into it. Like I said, the parents have worked very hard. The kids have worked very hard. There's been a lot of organizational things and a lot of meetings that we've had to do to get this underway.
I'll bet. As far as your competitions, you've got festivals and competitions also coming up pretty soon, as well as the basketball team here tonight having tournaments coming up soon.
Yes, March the 5th, the NBC group, the 7th and 8th graders will be competing at Grant, and then on Friday, March the 11th, at Grand Valley State University, this concert band will be playing at 3 o'clock, and the symphonic band will be playing at 5 o'clock, so that'll be our district competition.
And is there anything beyond that, the district competition, for us that really don't know that much about that kind of thing?
Well, hopefully, if we do well at district, there's the state competition. April 26th, I believe it is, the last April and Saturday. We just this past week had Solo and Ensemble Festival, and we had quite a few groups go to Solo and Ensemble Festival, and we had 12 first divisions. Which is fantastic. I was really proud of the kids and all the effort that they put into it. And they will be playing March the 26th at Ferris State University.
Well, you know, this program is one that a lot of times we see on Friday nights, and we hear, like we're hearing right now, trying to drown us out. But, you know, a lot of times we don't notice them. And as you've told us, there's a lot of work that goes into a lot of things go on behind the scenes to bring us to fine music. And I'll tell you, as we've gone around the conference, we can be really proud of our pep band. Hands down, we're the best, and it's a super compliment to you and to the kids.
Well, thank you very much. I credit the kids a lot. They work hard in class, they listen well, and they make it go a lot of the time. So they've got a lot to be proud of too.
Well, Lee, I want to congratulate you on a good marching band season, now pep band here, and you make things happen. You get us going here in the gym, and just keep up the good job, and good luck in festivals.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, that's Lee Andrews, Montague High School band director, with us for our pregame interview, and now we'll be switching back upstairs for the game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's contest between the Montague Wildcats and the Oakridge Eagles. I'm Roger Finland, pinch hitting for Louis Thumser, who's got caught out in the weather tonight and will be here shortly.
And Jeff Peterson.
We're ready to start with the starting lineups. Prior to that, we'll have the national anthem played by the Wildcat Band under the direction of Mr. Lee Andrews. Well, Jeff, we've got a real tribute here tonight to the Wildcats' drawing power. We got a nasty night outside, and yet still almost a full house for the Wildcat fans.
Well, when I came in, I had to park way at the end of the lot, Roger, because there just wasn't any spots that were real close as they're announcing the starting lineup right here.
Okay, number 20 is Dave Krieger. Number 32, Paul Cooper. Number 10 coming out, Ron Rule.
I think they've got also Paul Cooper, number 32, is starting for them. And I didn't catch the other young gentleman.
The Eagles are coached by Mr. Beckwith. And now for the Wildcats, number 30, senior Dave Osborne. Number 34, junior Jim Grieve. Number 52, Randy Lindquist. And number 12, junior Paul Schloff. And the point guard for tonight again, starting number 22, Richard Erdman. Of course, the Wildcats are coached by Mr. Jim Tate, with the very able assistance of Ray Schloff.
Yes, very able assistants. You know, talking about fan support here, it's just amazing year in, year out. The Cat fans are here. I can remember 4 years ago when I was sitting over on the bench, we played Oakridge. We'd won 3 games, they'd won 17. And they didn't put any more stands in the fans that night than they do tonight. And we filled up this whole gym, so it's really amazing, and it's good for the kids.
It's good for the kids. It's a good basketball town. I've traveled around the state a bit and worked in other schools, and I can attest to the fact that we have more fans to come out to watch Montague games than any of the other schools I've been at.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Well, we're set for the opening tip here. Number 32, Paul Cooper, and Randy Lindquist. Tip is controlled by the Eagles. Ball is tied up underneath Grieve and Cooper. Possession goes to Montague. Schloff shoots, misses, rebound by Osborne, and we have a foul. Number 42, Robert Sparrow.
Classic Dave Osborne rebound. Grab that ball strong, go right back up with it, and draw that foul. He gets those 2 shots. David, so far, you know, he's had a banner season. He maybe hasn't scored as many points as sometimes we'd like to see him score, but he certainly has done all those other little intangibles.
Well, I think, you know, it's a great ball club, and David's been part of it for 3 years, and I just feel he's a glue that holds everything together. He just has assumed a very quiet leadership role among the kids out there.
Oh, definitely. You know, he's just doing things so well right now, and matured so much since the time when he was a sophomore on his ball team.
Rebound by Lindquist, missed shot, and we got to travel. Ball goes over to Oakridge.
Randy got a little bit farther under the basket than he wanted and tried to get that position, took steps. Well, in the game I was talking about, Roger, earlier, where we faced Oakridge 4 years ago, not only was their crowd small, but we came out and surprised them that night and beat them. I hope that isn't a kind of a repeat performance in the opposite way here tonight. I hope the Cats continue to play well.
2-pointer for Osborne. Well, I'll tell you, Jeff, I think that they've risen to every occasion this year. They've, you know, they could have been flat against Hart after the 5 big games, and they came out strong and played what I think is probably their best ball game of the year.
Oh, definitely. I have to agree with you. They just played exceptional ball that night, and their full court press, and they're doing it again tonight. They've already caused 2 or 3 turnovers that Oakridge should have been able to handle.
3-pointer by Schloff, and it's good.
I said it before, Hart, you know, it's amazing. Paul Schloff is shooting about 57% from the 3-point range and only about 50% from the normal 2-point range.
Burns, no good. Rebound to Schloff, and here we come pushing it down the floor. But we're going to have an offensive foul.
That wasn't a good decision by Paul.
No.
1 on 3, and he went up, drive thing, could have just stopped and take that little 10-foot jumper, and then could have knocked it down.
You got to give Ron Rule a lot of credit. He stuck right in there and took the hit and didn't move, played good defense on that.
Well, those are the things you try to coach, but they don't always work that way.
Right. Well, you heard about the movie, The Spy That Came In From the Cold? Well, we got the announcer who came in from the cold. Here's Louis Thumser, and glad to turn it over to him. Here you go, Lou.
Okay, thanks a lot. Some car problems got me a little delayed tonight.
Well, glad you can make it, Louis. Glad you.
Well, I'm glad I'm here all together.
Just in time to see Jim Grieve pop in, too. And Cats go right back on defense with their Hawkins press.
Bob Krieger with the bucket there.
So far, Louis, the Cats have picked up right where they left off last Tuesday night, and very impressive.
I can see that by looking at the scoreboard.
So far, everything they put up has seemed to have gone in. There's a call where we had a little double team going, and Oakridge players seemed to bump into Dave Osborne, but David was called for the foul. Cats back into the press. Time on the inbounds pass. Jim Grieve got a part of number 10. Boy, Oakridge just does not match up with us well at this point. Our height is certainly there, and so is our quickness. We had traveling on number 32, James Cooper.
Dave Osborne fakes, he drives, shoots, and scores.
Nice movement by the Cats with that ball. Get the Eagles to get out of position and put it up.
Rob Krieger with the bucket for the Eagles.
Jim Grieve is doing a nice job of staying with Ron Rule. Rule a little bit quicker, quite a bit smaller, and Jim's staying right with him. Randy Lindquist got that board, and as he started to go back up again, James Cooper fouled him. So Randy will be going to the line for 2 shots.
Randy Lindquist shooting 2, his first up and good.
That pushes the Wildcat lead now to 14-4.
His second's a little short. Shot by number 22, Ed Latch there. Rob Sparrow gets the bucket for the Eagles. Randy Lindquist inside basket.
Nice assist from Dave Osborne. Got that ball in on the side. Randy put it up and in.
And a jump ball called. Possession goes to Oakridge.
Nice hustle by Ed Latch and by Paul Schlaff of the Wildcats on that loose ball.
Rob Burns with the bucket. Erdman shoots, no good. Dave Osborne gets a rebound, puts it back up, and scores.
Another good rebound by Dave Osborne. He just went up strong to that basket out of that rebound and grabbed it and had an easy 2. I saw the Oakridge Eagles during one of the early games in the year, and of course they haven't won many ball games, Louis, but even then they were very, very scrappy, just a never say die type of ball team, and I think that so far tonight we've seen that same thing. The Wildcats right now are very, very dominant, and yet the Eagles just are not giving up, and that's a credit to them. Oakridge in a man-to-man.
Brad Van Bergen for the Wildcats. Nice pass and the bucket there by Rob Krieger.
That's that Oakridge player that had the ball down here. It was a nice read and got the Wildcats out of position and got the ball off the court and got it in for a 2.
Yeah, the ball thrown away. Montague will take over.
Well, the Eagles couldn't capitalize on that cat mistake as Scott Thumser couldn't hang on to that ball underneath it. A little bit low for him and just couldn't quite get a hold of it, or he had an easy 2, it appeared.
Scott Thumser wide open, easy 2.
That was a nice move by Scott, kind of set the pick and then to get open. And then again on the other end, J.J. Flynn did a nice job getting the ball.
Robert Sparrow for the Oakridge Eagles.
And that's twice in a row now the Cats got beat back for easy 2. They don't want to work that hard on defense and then not get...
Nice pass by Thumser to Lindquist. He scores. And that was something you didn't see much of from Hart last week. They were kind of dogging it a little bit, getting back on defense.
Yes, it appeared that way. They just were never really in the ball game. Even though the score reads right now 24-12 in favor of the Wildcats,
You didn't see very many fast breaks.
No, you really didn't. And yet, the other aspect of that is that their game is a little bit different than the Oakridge Eagles, too. They're not a fast break team per se, and so you're going to see a little bit more of that running game from the Eagles.
Yep. Brad Van Bergen.
Well, Brad's got that spot down. I think that's 2 or 3 he's knocked down so far, and that's good to see him hitting like that.
3 points, Robert Krieger.
That wasn't just a 3-pointer. That was from downtown. Mr. Krieger really put that one in from a long ways. Nice pass by Brad Van Bergen.
Kurt Babcock with the bucket there.
Kurt just went to the basket. Well, Kurt, I believe, picked up his first foul, but on the other end again, it was matter of Kurt just went to the basket, nobody's guarding him, and Brady got him the ball, and he had an easy 2. Here we caught a push-off on Kurt on that loose ball.
Thumbs with the rebound, gives it to Van Bergen.
Now, the Eagles aren't afraid to put it up from that 3-point range. In fact, they like that area.
J.J. Flynn. A little short there. Chris Morrissey gets a read, puts it up, no good.
Well, I tell you, the Cats are just hawking that ball. Again, it appeared to me a couple times that the Eagles had that rebound, and the Cats just stayed right with it and almost got another easy 2.
Robert Sparrow fouled on the shot.
Chris Morrissey didn't have much choice there. He had a 2-on-1 on him. I was surprised he got back to even foul the young man and put him at the line. And it was a good foul again, as we talked about previously. Instead of giving those easy 2, make him go to the line and make those 2. As we've got 13 seconds left here in the quarter with Montague ahead 28-15.
Sparrow's first is good. He'll shoot a second, and that is also good.
No, I don't believe that ball got off time. No,
nice
it didn't.
Attempt there.
And at the end of the first quarter, we've got Montague 28 and the Oakridge Eagles 17. Well, how were the roads out there? A little bit nasty?
Very nasty. I didn't get the chance to drive myself. I had to get a ride in. My car's in Muskegon still, and that explains my tardiness.
Well, we were just saying before you got here, as bad as the roads were and everything, if you look out here and you look in the stands, it's amazing all the people who come out to support our Wildcats. I think that's a tremendous tribute to the program, to the school, and to our kids. And the community is, as I've said before, have always been well represented behind our athletic programs.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the Wildcats will have the ball out on the exchange at the beginning of this quarter. We've got the starting group back in for the Wildcats to start quarter number 2.
Paul Schloff a little short for the Wildcats. And a travel there called on number 30. And we don't have his number, do we?
Well, again, Richard Erdman just penetrating and draws that foul. And Richard will go to the line shooting 2.
Erdman's first good. His second's up, and it's also good. Rich Erdman wide open to the basket.
There was a case, that was not a good decision by Richard. He had the layup and he could have drawn a foul as well. He should have just put that up, but again, that's the unselfishness that he has. But on those, he's just got to put that ball up and in. Nice effort by Jim Grieve. He just muscled that one up and gave it a chance to go in. I didn't think it had any chance at all to begin with. And that'll put Jim Grieve at the line to shoot 2. Jim Grieve's first shot was up and in. He'll be waiting his second.
Grieve's second's good. Paul Schloff with the rebound for the Cats.
Now that was a good decision by Paul Schloff, as he did take it all the way to the basket. He didn't have anybody in front of him, and put it up and put it in, 4-2. Letterstaff took it inside and then just wasn't quite sure. He knew Randy Lindquist was behind him, and as he started to go up, he took it travel.
And Dave Osborne drives and scores. James Cooper from three-point range. Randy Lindquist.
Beautiful feed from Dave Osborne again. Paul Schloff did a nice job of drawing the defense here, not going into that trap, just passing it over the top to Dave, and he got it in.
Redder stuff for the Eagles. Jim Grieve.
Again, nice movement by the Caps as they move their score now to 40-22, and the Eagles call a timeout. Well, again, as we said, it just so far has been exactly what we saw last Tuesday night up at Hart. The Cats just move the ball real well against anything that the other team sets up defensively, and they get some easy buckets, as well as they hit well from the outside. They hit a couple three-pointers, and they've had some nice outside jump shots as well. And defensively, again, they're causing a lot of problems, causing them to do things that they don't normally like to do. Well, I'm sure the Oakridge Eagles coach is trying to figure out what he can do. to come out and figure out the Cats. And the Cats can just want to do things they have been doing and keep on the pressure and force the Eagles into numerous turnovers defensively, and then just work the ball like they have on offense to get those easy buckets. Here's the easy two right here.
Richard Erdman for the Wildcats.
It's only appropriate that Richard got that basket because he's the one that caused the turnover. And Randy picked it off and then got the ball to him.
Had her stuff a little short there. Erdman takes a shot. Lindquist with the rebound, puts it up, a little short. And a foul on Jimmy Grieve.
Yeah, it'd probably been better if Jim would just let that one drop in front. He just really didn't have a chance on it. But then again, the Wildcats have kept a lot of balls going tonight when you'd think that the Eagles had him. And so that's all he was trying to do, just keep it alive. With that, Jim Grieve and Richard Erdman get a rest. Scott Thumser and J.J. Flynn are in.
That's number 42, Rob Sparrow with the bucket there. His first. Second's up, and it's good. Dave Osborne for the Wildcats.
Boy, that is real key as we go down the stretch here in the season, that Dave Osborne continue to put those up and to hit him like he is. Excellent ball handling, excellent shooting.
James Cooper.
The Eagles trying to give the Wildcats some of their same medicine. But so far, the Wildcats have been doing an excellent job of handling it. We've got Brad Van Bergen in now for the Cats. No, I think Brad will be coming in for Paul Schloff right now. Paul will be at the line shooting 1-1.
Paul Schloss, up, first shot is up and good. And he'll now shoot a second. Schloff's second is up, and it's also good.
And now we'll get that substitution on the made free throw. As the Cats now push their margin to 20 points, 46-26, with a little over 4 minutes left at half.
Redderstoff with a shot, no good. Krieger with the shot, doesn't go. However, he'll go to the line.
Ball went in, but I think the referee called the foul before the shot was taken, so number 20, that's Robert Krieger, will go to the line and shoot 1-1.
Krieger's first shot's up, it's good. He'll now have a second shot. Krieger's second is up and no good. Osborne with the rebound. Pass to J.J. Flynn, wide open, puts it in for two.
I'll tell you, David saw the floor real well that time and spotted J.J. Flynn all by himself underneath, and J.J. got the easy two.
Krieger with the shot, Lindquist with the rebound. Randy Lindquist puts it up, no go.
Nice rebound by James Cooper.
Cooper takes it down all the way himself, shoots, no good.
Oh, now we have a 4-on-1 for the Wildcats. Looked like Randy was going in for the jam there on that pass from Dave Osborne, but number 42, Robert Sparrow, made sure he didn't get it, and Randy goes line for 2. We've got Keith Bloomquist now in for J.J. Flynn.
Randy Lindquist first is up and good. He'll shoot a second. His second is also good.
Boy, nice hustle by Brad Van Bergen, but he got a little bit too much arm on that one and got called for the foul. And number 14, Robert Burns, will go down and shoot 1-1. As the Cats now with a 23-point lead with 3:13 left, 50-27.
Burns' first shot is good.
And I'm sure Coach Neil Beckwith, sitting over on the Oakridge bench, is thinking, boy, what can we do? It's just everything's gone Montague's way tonight so far. They played excellent ball again.
Burns' second is good. Thumser with the shot, it's good.
That was pretty, Scott Thumser got that ball, kind of went to the baseline, little pump fake, got him up, put it up in the air and over the top and down in.
And a foul there, so Cooper will go to the line.
I think that was on Brad Van Bergen as James Cooper went up for that shot, got him on the arm, and Cooper will get 2. We've got Tom Cedarquist in now for Randy Lindquist.
Cooper drops his first. His second's also good.
We've also got Kurt Babcock in for Dave Osborne.
Scott Thumser passes to Michelson. Cedarquist. Cedarquist, no good. Kurt Babcock ends up with the bucket.
It's one of those garbage baskets where the ball just comes off and Kurt was standing there and he got it. It's being in the right spot at the right time. Good play by Kurt Babcock. And we have an Oakridge Eagle that's down. I think as he was driving, he probably stepped on a foot and turned his ankle.
I think that's Robert Krieger. You can't
hope
tell
that he isn't hurt, but right now it doesn't look too good. The Eagles don't have a lot of depth to go to on their bench as they only have 3 players sitting over there.
And that's Rob Krieger, number 20 for the Eagles on the floor.
That's certainly going to be kind of a blow to them if he can't play anymore, because he's done a nice job for them out there tonight. As they cart him off, and I'm sure they'll put some ice on it and elevate it. As I said, I doubt whether we'll see Mr. Krieger anymore tonight, especially with the scores it is. And
at this point, why risk further injury?
Exactly. He's got the rest of the season to go, and let it rest and get him ready for next week's games.
Okay, Ron Rule at the line now for the Eagles. His first is up and good. He'll shoot a second.
It's really nice to see at this point with 2:21 still left in the first half. All the Wildcats have seen action so far, and a number of them already scored.
Cooper with a steal, puts it up, no good. Rudderstoff, it goes in.
That was just a little sloppiness, and James Cooper took advantage of that, got the steal, and then on the rebound, TJ Rudderstoff got the ball, put it back up and in. Wildcats again sloppy down this end. The playing time is showing right now. Good defense. Nice
Yeah, Scott
steal
Thumser
by
intercepts,
Scott Thumser.
pass a little bit off.
Good hands though.
And a travel call. Montague takes over.
Well, the Wildcats' height, even at this point, is still intimidating to the Eagles, and they're still taking numerous steps when they're trying to put that ball up underneath. Afraid that they're going to get swatted right back down their face. Nice floor leadership by Keith Bloomquist. Cats again turning it over.
Rudderstoff, a high arching shot, a little bit short.
Boy, you know, every time that the Eagles go up for a shot, they've got a hand in their face. I don't think they have an easy shot all night long. And again, that's a credit to the Cats' defense.
Rudderstoff at the line, his first is good.
And that brings the Eagles within 18, 54-36 with 1 minute left in the half.
He misses his second. Ball goes to Montague on the out of bounds. J.J. Flynn into Keith Bloomquist. Nice pass there by Bloomquist as he's going down. Off the hands of Morrissey, Oakridge takes over.
Wildcats just a little disorganized. Two people in the same spot running at each other, and you just got to keep it spread out, know where you're supposed to be on that court. And the more playing time they get, the better they'll and more comfortable they'll feel about that.
Rudderstoff, his shot doesn't go. J.J. Flynn, 3 points.
And that pushes the Cats' lead back to 21, 57-36.
That's Ed Latch there. We're down to 10 seconds left in the half. Well, Cats are going to have to hurry up here. And Cooper puts it up. And so at the end of the second half, the Wildcats lead 57-38 over the Oakridge Eagles.
Well, again, as I said, it was nice to see everybody get to play on both sides. The Cats just took that opening tap, and from there on, they just dominated the first half. The Eagles got back in it a little bit at the end, as Cats said, some of their non-regulars in there, and they took advantage of that situation a little bit. But otherwise, everybody played real well in that first half, and we're looking for more of the same in the second half.
So what is Coach Beckwith going to be telling his players? They're down by 19. They know they've got their work cut out for them. You know, I don't know if we're going to see Rob Krieger come back or not.
I doubt if we'll see Mr. Krieger come back. You know, that's a tough one. You're going in, your team has not had a very successful season. You're down by 19 at halftime. to the top-rated team in the conference, the Wildcats, and about the only thing you can say is, okay, kids, you just got to go out and just play your best. You've got nothing to lose. You just play tough, hard-nosed defense and see if you can get back in the ball game. And again, just try to take it a couple points at a time. And I'm sure Coach Tate is saying, listen, guys, it's not over. You played a really good first half, but you've got another half to play, and don't go to sleep because funnier things have happened.
Well, it certainly does look like the other night in Hart there.
Well, it certainly does. It's almost a carbon copy at this point, although I think that at this point the Cats have put more points on the board than they did the other night. But again, Coach Tate having his charges up, and this is a game that, just like the Hart game, a little bit tough to get up for after so many big games. And we've got some more big games coming up as we head down the stretch in the season. It doesn't seem like we've been playing that long, but this is game number 14 of 20 scheduled games during the course of the season. And, of course, shortly we'll be drawing for the tournament that will be played up at Hart. And certainly that should be a good field up there as well, and a good tournament. We've got some halftime scores here, Louie, and I'll let you read those.
Our leading scorer for Montague in the first half was Dave Osborne. He had 12 points. Behind him with 9 was Randy Lindquist, and I believe after that was Paul Schloff. He had 7. A couple players with 6, Jimmy Grieve and Rich Erdman. J.J. Flynn had 5, and then Scott Thumser, Brad Van Bergen, and Kurt Babcock each had 4 points. And you want to give some score totals there for Oakridge.
Okay, for the Oakridge Eagles, who come in this game having won just one of 12 games that they played, we've got Bob Krieger with 10, Robert Sparrow with 8, James Cooper recorded 7 first half points, TJ Redderstoff coming off the bench in the second quarter had 5, followed by Robert Burns with 4, and then 2 players, Ron Rule and Ed Latch, had a bucket apiece. I'm very impressed with the Eagles in the respect that they didn't just lay back and play in a zone defense or try just to get through the game. They're out there playing full court, man-to-man press, going after the steals. That's the way you have to play. That's how you build a program. You can't just sit back and let things happen. You have to cause things to happen, and that's exactly what's happening here. And it's tough. I know going to practice every night's not easy when you're 1-11. It's awful easy when you're 11-1. So, I give a lot of credit, and I take off my hat to the Oakridge Eagles and Coach Beckwith. For those of you that are interested in the upcoming games for the Montague Wildcats and the JV Wildcats, next Tuesday we travel to Holton, and game time for the JV game is 6 p.m. and that's a return match. The Wildcats handled the Holton Red Devils fairly easily over here, but over there I'm sure it'll be a different ball game, as the Red Devils will have, I'm sure under Coach Mickey Noble, kind of tried to figure things out and got things a little bit better order and come at them and give them a good test. And then next Friday we travel north to Shelby, where Coach Tate will have to go into real Tigers den as the meet the Shelby Tigers, and that's a 6:15 time. In volleyball next week, the young ladies, the Wildcat volleyball team, will travel to Oakridge on Monday, 6:30 showing there. And then on Thursday, they'll go up to, they'll be home to Mason County Central. And one of my friends and former high school and college classmates, Mr. Joe Trankel, will bring his Spartans down here. The freshman basketball team is off until next Thursday when they are away at Muskegon Catholic Central. And the Wildcat Wrestlers tomorrow are in the West Michigan Conference Tournament held at Shelby. That'll start at 10 a.m. And next Wednesday, they'll have their pre-district individual tournaments. And next Saturday, the district individual tournaments will be held. So that's the schedule of upcoming Wildcat events, sporting events for the next week, as both teams now return to the court for start of the second half.
Just looking at their schedule here, do you care to make any predictions as to the final tally there for their record?
Well, I think barring any letdown, I think the Cats should go in a district tournament 19-1. And that isn't meant to jinx them at all, but if they play like they've been playing, I don't see any of the teams on that schedule beating them. Certainly going down to Ravenna and facing Whitehall in the season-ending games are going to be true tests, and they certainly don't want to take the Shelby Tigers lightly. I'm sure Shelby's going to be real up for that one as Coach Tate comes back to his school, and they're going to want to get back and show the Wildcats they can play better ball than they did down here. And so, you know, there's always that possibility, but again, if they play the way I know they can, I think they should be 19-1 going into that district tournament. And how about you?
Well, that's what I was going to say myself. Their only possible maybe upset would be against Whitehall. That's going to be, in my opinion, their toughest contest yet this year. And really, if they continue playing the way they've been playing, they should be able to handle Whitehall without too much problem.
The thing that they have to guard against is just overconfidence and getting sloppy. They don't want to go into a game thinking they don't have to play against anybody. They have to come out and play like they have, and I think they'll be all right. Whitehall's got a very excellent team, and so does Ravenna, and as I said, Shelby right down the line.
They're all excellent teams. I don't think overconfidence would be too much of a problem for this team, though. They're all, well, sometimes they're humble. When it comes to basketball, they're humble guys. I was talking to my brother the other day, and I had mentioned that they hadn't been mentioned at all in the state rankings. And he said they didn't want it. As a team, they didn't want it because they didn't want the pressure of having to live up to it, and other teams would just look at it as more of a challenge to them.
That's right.
To beat Montague.
Yeah, I don't know how many 12-1 teams are left in the state, and then how many of those don't have rankings in it. You know, I certainly like to see it for them. But again, they have to play the ball game out here on the floor, and that's what counts. And they've got to have fun, and it certainly appears that they're doing that. And you know, I think they've got the right frame of mind. That's where it's at, out here on the floor and in the gym, and they seem to be having a good time. I just hope they keep it up throughout the remainder of the year, and I'm sure they will. Well, getting ready here now is the final buzzer to close out the half, and we start that second half now. Again, the halftime score saw Montague 57 and the visitors from Oakridge 38. I don't have any stats, Louis, but I think probably that 57 points has got to be maybe a high point for this point of the game for the season. That gives them an outside chance of 100. I don't know if they'll get that, but that's an awful lot of points for a high school ball team at this point
certainly is.
The game.
See, Michigan the other night won with 122.
Now
that's pretty high for college.
And yet you're playing 2 20-minute halves, so you're playing just that much longer, 4 minutes each half, which is 8 minutes for a game. You can put a lot more points in.
Right.
Well, as we wait for the band to clear and the fans on the sideline to clear, Oakridge will get the ball to start the first half, and I'll turn it back over to you for the play-by-play.
All right. Ed Latch brings it in to number 14, Robert Burns. Burns to Latch. Denied by Lindquist.
Nice hustle. Randy Lindquist went over 2 people to get that block, and then Richard Erdman went and tried to save it, just couldn't quite get it.
Cooper to bring it in for the Eagles. And a lane violation.
Well, James Cooper dribbled that ball into a trio of Wildcats and got caught in the lane and lost the ball a number of times. Until somebody has control, that is still the Oakridge Eagles ball, and he just couldn't get a handle on it and got called for 3 seconds. Wildcats turn it over and Oakridge gets it back.
And Burns a little short there.
Good play by Dave Osborne, just settled it down and waited. A nice pass by Richard
Dave
Erdman.
Osborne wide open under the basket. He scores.
People concentrating on Randy Lindquist, they're just not letting him get the ball, and David Osborne took advantage of that, just snuck to the basket, and Richard got him the ball for easy 2. Wildcats out of their press now, just going straight man-to-man.
Rob Sparrow fouled as he goes up. Sparrow is fouled by Jim Grieve. And so now Sparrow will shoot 2 for the Eagles. His first is off. And Sparrow drops his second. Paul Schloff, nice pass to Lindquist. Lindquist scores.
Randy got the easy 2, just got good position, got the ball, and popped it in.
Ed Latch. Denied by Jimmy Grieve.
3-on-1.
And Paul Schloff.
Just beautiful. That's how you look at him in a textbook, and just excellent ball. And Eagles want timeout again to talk things over, get things straightened around. You know, those are the things that the Cats are just doing so well that separate them from the teams, you know, at the bottom part of the conference. They just get that ball out, they run, and they spread the court. They get the easy baskets. They're always looking, very unselfish. And those are the things that all good teams do. And that's why this group of Wildcats is an exceptional group. Very unselfish, just very team-oriented.
Well, one of the things that helps is that these guys have been playing together since they were little kids. And so they've come to kind of expect certain things from each other, and they know what to do.
Well, and that's true.
And I think that has a little bit of an advantage.
Not only have they been playing together in practice every night or on Saturday's games and Little League and that type of thing, but all summer long. And on Saturdays when there is no practice, they're always in the gym, they're always out on the courts, always getting pickup games, and that makes the difference. It's not what you do in practice so much as what you do at the other times. Nice pass, 2 points, oops, just didn't go in.
Well, he kind of had to hurry with that and turn around, and
yeah, it was a nice
can't
play.
blame him for it.
He was just in a little bit of awkward position and just couldn't quite get it to go down.
And off the hands of Rich Erdman.
Quick hands again. Ball was going, looked like it was going to get through, and Richard just flicked his hand up and knocked it away. Boy, I'm really impressed with the Cats' defense on the half court, as every time the Eagles are going to go to shoot, they've got 2 and 3 guys on them.
Rob Rule with the bucket. Randy Lindquist puts it up, gets his own rebound. Gets his own rebound second time, puts it up, no good. Paul Schloff with the rebound. And you see right there, they're dominating the boards.
Well,
they're getting all the offensive rebounds.
That's a secret, and you know, it's really good they're doing here, and if they can just keep on doing that against some of your better teams, you know, that's the thing that kills them. Not just the 1 shot, but 3 and 4 shots, and finally getting the ball to drop.
Just can't allow a team to do that.
No, you certainly can't. I think if you look into books, a lot of times the teams that win consistently are teams that rebound real well. And if they can do an excellent job on the offensive boards, teams are really going to be hard-pressed against them.
Randy Lindquist with a shot, a little short there, gets his own rebound. Basket no good, foul before the shot.
I think banged his knee a little bit, but appears to be all right. Again, Richard almost had the ball taken away from him, but the quickness that he has, he got that ball back and made something good happen out of it as the Wildcats got fouled on the rebound, and they'll have the ball underneath the basket.
Osborne from three-point range, no good. Jump ball called. And possession stays with Montague.
One of the things that I know bothers the officials is that possession arrow is up on the score clock on the end, and they're always looking over at the bench to see where that possession is, and it's up on top. And but they get it straight. The Wildcats got it out. Randy got a shot blocked, and they got it out of bounds again.
And Paul Schloff from three-point land.
Well, Paul's got that nice, easy, soft shot, and he just has a lot of confidence and done a nice job and put that ball up.
Rob Sparrow called with the foul.
And tried to move Randy Lindquist out with his elbow. And that's Mr. Sparrow's 5th foul. He's now done for the ball game.
And if you think Oakridge was hurting before, with Rob Krieger on the bench, now they got Rob Sparrow on the bench also.
Now that leaves Coach Neil Beck with 1 ball player to work with off the bench. So. I think we've got a foul on the Wildcats. Foul on Randy Lindquist there, his first, team's 3rd. And the score with 4:05 left in the 3rd quarter, 68 Montague, 41 for Oakridge.
Better Stoff with a shot, a little short there. Osborne to Lindquist. Lindquist drives, no go.
Randy having a little tough time finding the hole on the bottom of that basket. Certainly working hard. And on the rebound, off in the corner, Richard Erdman trying to get the steal, makes the foul. That's his 2nd.
And so now Oakridge in a bonus situation. Any more fouls will result in a 1-and-1.
That was a 5-second count possession, and the Wildcats playing real good denial defense, cutting off those passing angles and not giving the Eagles anywhere to go with the ball. Here comes Richard again.
Oops.
Yeah, got up in the air this time, and but he gets it back, goes in. Oh, is that pretty?
Nice play there.
Lots of nice hustle by Richard Erdman. Recovered for a mistake that he'd made. Almost gets another steal.
Cooper a little short from three-point range.
We've got wholesale substitution here as we've got 5 new Wildcats in for the starters as they take a seat, leading at this point with just under 3 minutes, 70-41.
And so now in for the Wildcats, Chris Morrissey, Kurt Babcock, Scott Thumser, Brad Van Bergen, and J.J. Flynn. Morrissey, layup. Montague up on top, 72-43.
Nice play by Kurt Babcock. Get that ball to Chris Morrison, and he just drove by his man, went in for the easy 2. Nice hustle by T.J. Redderstoff. He just worked his way free and got that rebound. Well, you know, it doesn't seem to matter at this point who we put in. The Cats are still playing excellent denial defense. I was just watching that sequence down under Oakridge basket, and they were just having trouble getting the ball to anybody.
Well, I think as the game goes on now, with only 6 players to work with, Oakridge is going to get tired.
Oh, sure.
And I really could see Montague getting 100 points a lot easier now.
Well, the bench strength, you know, you just keep on coming off with fresh players, and not just players, but excellent ball players, as we talked about in other games. You know, we've got a lot of depth, and it's really showed. See if JJ gets the ball in the corner and puts it up.
He's going to drive a little bit. He passes it up top to Morrissey. Turn around, shoot. No good. And Oakridge comes up with the ball. Redderstoff fouled by J.J. Flynn.
That was a tough one. That was a tough one to call. Referee called it a block. I'm sure at another angle maybe it would have been a charge, but this one goes against JJ, and TJ Redderstoff and goes to the line.
And so Redderstoff puts it up. His first, no good. He gets a second.
If you look out here and think you're seeing the only one referee, that's because we got the Barron brothers, Bob and Bruce, and they're identical twins, and so don't be confused. There are 2 referees out there. And I might say they're doing an excellent job so far. Nice pass by Brad Van Bergen again.
Chris Morrissey from the baseline.
Cats back in a full court press again.
Oakridge with the bucket. And we don't have a number 30 listed on our card here, so we don't know who's shooting.
I think that's Pat Benedict.
Okay, Pat
and he
Benedict
moves the score now to 74-49 in favor of the Wildcats. And James Cooper's played a nice ball game tonight. He gets that rebound, puts it up and in, and that brings the Eagles past the half-century mark.
And James Cooper, travel call.
Nice defense by Kurt Babcock. James Cooper picked up the ball and then didn't know quite what to do with it. Excellent defense by Kurt Babcock.
J.J. Flynn, layup.
Nice hustle by J.J. Flynn. He's been on the floor a few times tonight, but that's going to not stop J.J. He came right back and got that hoop as he took it to the basket. And he gets the rebound down in this end.
Brad Van Bergen shoots from the outside, no good. And less than half a minute left to go in the third quarter. Montague up on top, 76-51. Ron Rule puts it up. 10 seconds left to go. And Rule steals it. Loose ball here. Foul on Brad Van Bergen. Ron Rule going to the line.
J.J. Flynn there as he bumped into him as
it was J.J.
Ron Rule
Flynn.
grabbed the ball. Ron Rule having a chance to bring the Eagles to within 21.
He sinks his first. He'll have a second now. And he sinks a second. Montague with a chance for one last shot. And Kurt Babcock opts to hold on to the ball rather than shoot. And so at the end of the third quarter, Montague leads 76-55.
Well, just more repeat of what happened in the first half, Louie, and Cats just playing solid basketball, and the Eagles just kind of wearing down. Again, give them a lot of credit. They certainly don't quit. They just kind of, like a gnat, a little bit pesky at times, but they're just not big enough to cause the Cats a lot of trouble at this point. Again, I think we'll see a lot of playing time for the persons on the bench who normally don't get to play a lot, and that's really good. They're at practice every night. They put in a lot of hard work to make the starters better, to make this team better, and they deserve that playing time. So it's good to see Coach Tate, as he has all year long, get those young men into the ball game.
As he gave them quite a workout the other night also. I think he's probably used the second stringers more this entire week than he's used his starters.
Well, and that's good. This part of the season where it gets quite long, and if you're struggling every game, those kids sitting on the bench, they're not quite into it as much as when they get to play. And so, with the playing time they've got this week, it's just got to be a real big plus. It's really a team effort in every sense of the word.
And Rudderstoff fouled on the shot.
Nice move by T.J. Rudderstoff, but not bad defense by Keith Bloomquist either. Just got a little bit too much body on it. He went up straight with his hands, but just got to stay back a little bit with the body.
And so T.J. Rudderstoff at the line shooting two. His first is good. Rudderstoff's second is no good. Oh.
Tom Cedarquist got that last rebound, and a couple ball players trying to get that ball away. But my experience is when Tom gets his hands on it, pretty tough to get the ball away. Very strong young man.
T.J. Rudderstoff for the Eagles.
Rudderstoff just broke into that middle, got that ball, and put it up and in. There he is, hustling again.
Oakridge within 18 now.
Got
Scott
the ball.
Thumser.
Nice move.
Gives it to Keith Bloomquist. And the foul on Ron Rule.
Well, I guess a note here, Louie, that on Saturday, February 13th, the Montague Band will be going door to door collecting returnable bottles
of any kind of cans and bottles and cans between 10 and 4 p.m. Please save all of those unwanted cans and bottles and help the Wildcat Band with their trip to Washington, D.C. Thank you.
Gosh, we never got to go to Washington when I was in band.
Oh, I think that's an excellent opportunity for
it really
those young
is.
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, sure, they work hard all year. They put in a long hours of practice, and they deserve it.
Oh, nice
and
call.
A jump ball call there.
Nice call. A lot of times you'll see a foul call on that, but he definitely got the top of the ball. I think that was Tom Cedarquist, and T.J. Redderstoff just couldn't get that ball up to the hole, and we got a jump ball over to the Wildcats on the possession arrow.
Kurt Babcock, he passes over to J.J. Flynn up top. Flynn over to Bloomquist. He shoots from three-point range, a little short, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, a little short once again.
Keith, a little anxious, had 2 shots short on both of them, and just came up from behind and tried to grab the rebound and knocked Mr. Benedict, Pat Benedict, number 30, over, and he'll go to the line shooting 1-1.
And Pat Benedict makes his first one.
That puts the score at 76-59, and here come the Cat regulars for, I think, probably a 2 to 3 minute stint, unless the Eagles really start pushing it. And then I think, again, you'll see a lot of the players getting a chance to come back in. And with a 6:22 remaining, the Wildcats on top, 76-59. Again, I would just like to remind everybody that the Wildcat Band, in trying to raise money to go to Washington, D.C., will be collecting any pop bottles and cans that you might have, returnable bottles and cans, on Saturday, February 13th, from 10 to 4, as they'll be going door to door throughout the community. So please save up those unwanted bottles and cans and watch for the Montague Band members as they come around. Well, I think, again, that the fans have been treated to excellent basketball tonight, and their responses, I think, have been overwhelming throughout the year on how they've supported this team. It's just really great to see all these people out to watch these young men, not just the varsity, but you come here during the JV game and there's always a good crowd on hand. And the young JVs tonight made it 13-1 as they knocked off their counterparts from Oakridge as well.
Pat Benedict shoots his second. He drops that. And so now Oakridge within 16. Just over 6 minutes left to play. Paul Schloff, a little short there. And Randy Lindquist scores for the Wildcats.
Just kept it alive. That was a smart play by Paul Schloff as he took it to the hole, just stopped and took that little jumper, and that's what he's got to do. Nice play. And Randy Lindquist kept it alive, got the easy 2.
James Cooper for the Eagles. Montague loses control of the ball. Redderstoff tries for the layup. It doesn't go. Jimmy Grieve turnaround jumper off the glass, no good.
Wildcats just have to slow it down and run their offense and not get into a running game and sloppy game as the Eagles play. And they'll be all right. They can put this game away. That's smart. Paul Schloff just bringing it out, setting it up. Now I think you'll see we can get the good shot and get the bucket.
Quite a foul there by Pat Benedict.
Yeah, and that was a definite foul. Randy Lindquist just coming around to get the ball underneath and just gave him a good shove. I think there was a little frustration there by Pat Benedict as Randy was going to get that ball. He just shoved him, and Randy's at the line shooting 1-1.
Paul Schloff turnaround jumper. Nice shot there. Nice shot by Paul Schloff.
Yeah.
Montague up on top
got
by
that
18
rebound.
And at this point, it doesn't look like Montague will get 100, but the victory is what's important here.
Well, that's not the important thing at all. Nice call. Brad Van Bergen playing good defense. TJ Redderstoff draws that foul. You know, that's not the important thing. You know, the important thing is they play good, solid basketball, and they put the W in the column. And that's what they've done so far. Wildcats up by 18 at this point, 80-62.
Oh, nice pass there. And Brad Van Bergen scores with the pass from Dave Osborne.
Again, David looks that floor over so well and spotted Brad, and Brad got the easy two.
Burns with the shot for the Eagles.
Paul Schloff did a nice job just drawing a defense and then dishing the ball off Jim Grieve, who got fouled. And he'll go to the line. Shooting 1-1.
Jimmy Grieve at the line now. And head latch comes in for Rob Burns for the Eagles.
The Wildcats now at 20-point difference, 82-62. Jim Grieve has a chance to push it, but does miss to put to 22.
Oh, nice effort there by Jimmy Grieve, and he connects.
But he gets it on a nice pass from Keith Bloomquist off the steal.
And a foul there. And Jimmy Grieve gets caught.
And with that, Tom Cederquist comes in. Tom had been waiting over there until the next buzzers since Jim had been shooting free throws down at this end. So Tom Cederquist gets back in the ball game. Redderstoff is shooting 1-1.
And Redderstoff drops his first. He'll have a second now. Redderstoff drops the second. Montague up on top, 84-64, 3.5 minutes left in the game. Dave Osborne puts it up for two.
In the last two ball games, Dave Osborne's had a good hot hand. I just hope he retains that throughout the remaining portion of the season.
And And James Cooper for the Eagles.
The key to that was T.J. Redderstoff just come in and double-team Keith Bloomquist, and lots of hustle end up on the floor. He didn't get to see the basket, but he was the one that caused it all. It was excellent play by T.J. Redderstoff. He got that basket for James Cooper. And with the score 86-66, I think maybe we've seen the last substitutions for the night as the Wildcats clear the bench again. And we've got 2:46 to go in the ball game. Tom Cedarquist was guarding James Cooper, and Cooper got by him, and he reached over the top and got him on the foul. So Cooper will go to the line shooting 2.
Cooper's first is good.
The Eagles hit a lot of free throws. That ball's hit the front edge of the rim, rolled across to the back, hit the backboard, and fallen in. But I guess it doesn't matter how they go in, just so they go in.
Cooper drops his second.
And there was no doubt about that.
86-68 now with Montague on top. Just over 2 minutes left in the game.
Eagles forced to now go back into a zone. Nice hustle by James Cooper as he just tied up Keith Bloomquist, and on the possession, the Eagles get the ball.
And Cooper from three-point range, a little short there. Redderstoff gets a rebound. He puts it up. No good. Cooper with the read. And this one goes in.
Nice play off that boards.
J.J. Flynn way short from three-point range. And off Cooper's hands. So Montague has the ball.
And the Eagles have pulled it within 16, 86-70.
.128 left to play in the ball game. Montague up on top, 86-70.
The Eagles still not giving up with just 124 left. They're putting on a full court press, doubling up every chance they get. And in this game, Ron Rowan got the foul, and Kurt Babcock will go to the line shooting 1 and 1. Yeah, we had a lane violation here. I'm not quite sure who it was on. I think it was on number 14, Ron Rowan, and Kurt Babcock will again get 1 and 1. Excuse me, that's Robert Burns, number 14.
And so now Babcock with his second shot, which is good.
Kurt made the most of those as he dropped in both of them after the violation.
Ed Latch, short. Good hustle by Keith Bloomquist. Pat Benedict with the shot, no good.
Nice save by Tom Cedarquist. Super save. Ball was going out of bounds after the Wildcats block. In fact, I think Tom had a partial block on it himself. Grabbed that ball and popped it back in and got it to Kurt Babcock, who brought it up and got fouled. Scott Thumser now comes in and takes Chris Morrissey's place. With 49 seconds, it's the Wildcats 88 and the Oakridge Eagles 70.
Kurt Babcock drops his first shot. The second, no good. Keith Bloomquist with a rebound.
Nice hustle by Keith Bloomquist. And saw somebody open, but they thought he was going up for the shot, and the ball went out of bounds to the Eagles.
And so we're down to 33 seconds left to play. Montague up on top by 19, 89-70. Keith Bloomquist at the line shooting 1 and 1. His first is good. And his second is up. That is also good. Good hustle there once again by Keith Bloomquist.
Almost had that steal for the easy bucket.
TJ Redderstaff for the Eagles.
Tom Cedarquist with the pass from J.J. Flynn. And there's the buzzer.
Shot at the game. And the game is over. Montague wins this one, 93-72 over the Oakridge Eagles. Well played game by the Wildcats.
Yeah, it's a well-played game throughout. The first half, of course, much better than the second. It's kind of hard to come back and play a second half as well as you did at first after you completely dominated as they did. But all the credit in the world to them. They come out and just played excellent ball. And for the Oakridge Eagles, my hat goes off to them again. Right down to the very end, they just never gave up. And shorthanded, outmanned, they were just, they gave it everything they had. So, it's, again, if that's any indication how their program's going, I look for them in the next couple years to be on the upward swing. Well, it was another good night here at the home of the Wildcats as the JVs won, and so did the varsity, both moving now to 13-1 on the year. And the varsity Cats moving to, I believe, 9-0 in the conference. So, it's next week is another game, and they have to be up for those as well. And if they continue to play as hard as they have, their opponents, I think, are in for some real trouble. Well, with that, Louis, I think we'll go down to the court and we'll get a couple interviewees and we'll close it out from there.
Okay.
Well, with us are two of the Wildcat victors. Got Chris Morrissey on my extreme right, and then J.J. Flynn right next to me. Congratulations, guys, and a good victory. Again, a team that you have a tendency maybe not to be up for, and you can have a little letdown, but you guys really came out storming and put 56 points, I believe, on the board the first half. What do you think the keys to those things were?
Just passing the ball and not being selfish and just playing hard defense.
Yeah, I think that's probably been the key to your season all year long is hard defense. We played real good denial defense tonight. A number of times they went to pass the ball and just couldn't get it any place. it was a case also of a number of times just passing the ball around until you just eventually found somebody wide open. It's a lot of fun to play ball like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Especially when we're that far ahead, we get a lot of playing time and just a lot of fun.
And you guys certainly took advantage of that, isn't that right, Chris?
Yeah, we had fun in playing, and we like to come off the bench, and we like it when we're ahead, and we can hope to continue to do good.
One of the things you guys, Pete and I talked about during halftime, we talked about this the other night up in Hart, is when you go in the locker room with a lead of more than 20 points, what does Coach Tate say to you? You guys played excellent ball. Up in Hart, you guys weren't in very long. You were out right away. What did he say to you the other night? What did he say to you tonight when you're ahead by that much?
Coach says that the first 3 minutes of the second half is going to dictate how the rest of the game goes, and it's real important that we come out and play hard and get ahead and do what we want to do, and then we have to pretend like we're just starting the game over, and that's what we have to do every time we come out and play.
Try to put that first half behind you and then start off from that point and just play thereon. Well, you know, it's a great victory for you guys, and you saw a lot of playing time. You got a lot of playing time on Tuesday night. I believe you're 8 or 9-0 now in the conference. Really, you know, moving on out. Good luck as the rest of the season goes along, and you got some key games down the stretch. Next week you got 2 toughies. You got Holton over there, and I'm sure that they're going to remember what we did to them over here. What do you think the key to that game is going to be?
Just the same as it's always been. Just play full court defense, pressure defense, and don't be selfish with the ball.
Do you guys play anything other than full court man-to-man or just half court man-to-man? Do you play any zone or anything?
No.
Lately, we've just been playing man-to-man.
And then Friday, it's going to be a tough one because you're going to travel up to Shelby, and that's going to be a sweet one, I'm sure. Of course, I'm sure Coach Tate hasn't said his name to you about that one at this point because he's worried about that Holton game right now.
Yes.
So, again, congratulations, guys, and we'll hope to see a lot of court time from here on out. And with that, this is Jeff Peterson. And
my name's Louis Thumser.
And we'd like to thank you for being with us tonight. And we'd like to thank Cass Cable TV for sharing this opportunity with the community. And so you can watch Montague Wildcat basketball on Channel 5.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Burn the team.